You have 68 wins. You cannot 69 Mina.
Hey everyone, it is the center of attention, Brittany Brooks, and you are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Come on over, Sam. I'm being see, earlier I said something stupid to him, and now this is my receipt. Okay?
Sabu's just sabotaging you.
Yep. He sure did. Yeah, he's taking over.
Hijacking is a better word. You're right.
Good luck.
Shout out to Simply Reliable Studios making their Symphony debut, sponsoring this match and the entire Dragon Kai demonstration.
Heyo, this is Jack Cartwheel. You are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Noah. I believe in Datula. The Meltzer of the multiverse. Who the fuck wants to compare themselves to another? How much of a mark do you have to be? You couldn't even pick a professional athlete. You went with a fucking journalist? Grow up, man.
We just want to say thank you to Simply Reliable Studios for voting us as Tag Team of the Year.
Of course.
Because you know what they say, right? If you can't swim, you're bound to drown.
Tonight, she is sponsored by Simply Reliable Studios from Orlando, Florida. She is everybody's favorite BFF, Izzy Marino.
Get it? Got it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Simply Reliable Studios presents Life of a Boss, the retro watch along of the event that happened last night. Please, no spoilers. I'm going to jump right into it. It's not often I get to do GCW in a retro style. Makes it a hell of a lot easier to skim through things and etc. Don't have any graphics. We're just going to get into the matches. I purposely stayed offline. I don't know what happened. So please do not spoil it, but we're going to get right into it. I already bypassed the restarting of all the minutes, so should be right at Elmo announcing the first match, which is probably going to be some match that wasn't scheduled that I have no idea what it is. Yep, same Scramble people there. I think it should be this. Ben Parker, okay. Yep, I got the right match. But this wasn't scheduled. GCW always throws a Scramble match at the beginning. And now we know Sturdy Sal. We know who that is because he's literally been the opening match of the last 3 GCW events. Who the hell Sil Shaw is? The underwater body. He's literally dressed in a shark-like pajama outfit. What the hell am I watching? That's Fireball, Gavin, Ash. And Bobby Flaco. Bobby Flaco I recognize. And Sal I recognize. And right off the rip, Bobby was on the top rope celebrating, came off the rope, drop kick, Hurricanrana to the Shark. I'm just going to call him Shark. I'm not going to remember everybody's name. Bobby Flaco over to Ash. Deep arm drag takeover, and then a drop toe hold. Bounces off the ropes and goes through the ropes with kind of like a Bronco Buster. leaving Carter by himself. Carter's in the ring. Somersault back elbow to Bobby. Blue Thunder Bomb, an exaggerated spinning Blue Thunder Bomb, and even he knows you can't get a 3 because he didn't even go for the cover. Twisting suplex, and Sal with a senton bomb breaks it up. Now Sal with Carter. He went for that Blue Thunder Bomb again, but he ducked up behind him. Shoulder tackle. 3-point stance, clothesline. Oh, hacksaw style. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to Carter. Holds on to him, his arm. Pulls him in for a spine buster. A Sal spine buster. Nice somersault by Sal there. Shark. Ooh! Wow, Shark off the apron, hit a shooting star press to the outside and took out the rest of everybody. Now Gavin in, gets Shark in the corner. Standing headstand in the corner. It comes down with a Meteora. Shark rolls out of the ring. Gavin measuring, bounces off the ropes. But in comes Vin with a diving elbow. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Vin is chiseled. I've never seen this guy, but geez, he looked like made of stone. Jumping drop kick on the corner. Shark looking in the mirror for some reason. Vin goes under the drop kick, drops a knee now. Up. He took the head off the Shark. Took that mask off. He took the pajamas off already and wrestled with just the mask. Or the headgear part of it. But Vin ripped it off and smacked Shark across the face with it. Now it's Vin taking Shark's mirror, looking into it. One of those handheld barber mirrors. Don't break it. 7 years bad luck. In comes Carter off the top rope, but Vin caught him in a torture rack position. Carter slides off. Oh, he put the mirror across Carter's head. Ooh. 7 years bad luck, Vin. Then Ash comes in with a flying knee, comes off the rope. Jumping stunner, but Vin caught him and hit a German suplex. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Kick out by Gavin Ash. Crowd screaming GCW. Vin biting Gavin right now. Gavin with a couple of hits to the body. Flurry with a couple of shots to the body and then a head kick. But Vin able to duck, pushes him to the corner. Ooh, running boot. Flips Vin inside out. Ash going for the cover now. 1, 2, and Shark breaks it up by biting the boot, the ankle of Vin. Shark bite. Gavin can say he survived the shark bite. Now an inverted slam, Shark kick with a kick up. Reeling him in, fishing, scoop slam. Almost like a body slam suplex combination. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Gavin. Sturdy comes in, rolling gator on a Shark. And then tried to do a German suplex with the Shark. Got out of it. Now it's a discus elbow by Sturdy. The fish flopping around. Shark flopping around like a fish out of water. Gavin power bombs. Cover. 1, 2. Vin breaks it up. Sturdy Sal. He was going to get suplex. He reversed it into a stunner. Knocked Vin out. But here comes Gavin Ash. Off the top rope. Cutter. Cody Cutter style. And then Carter comes in with a diving cutter of his own. Bobby Fischer comes in. Super kicks Carter in the stomach. Does a standing cutter. And he dropped him on his skull. Bobby pointing at the corner. Well, he's pointing at the referee. What the hell is he doing to the referee? He's grabbing the referee. Bob tried to do a jumping cutter to the ref. The ref pushed Bobby off the rope and did a cutter of his own. So the ref gets involved. Little dust off their shoulder after. And the crowd screaming, holy shit. You can't F with this referee here. Bob Flaco went for the cover, got reversed by the ref, cutter of his own, and now Carter running, and then it does an inverted moonsault from the inside to the outside. Landed on a fan's knee, by the way. Bobby getting up. Jumps on the corner here. Walks the rope and just drops a knee on, takes out the entire crew. Gavin is grabbing the referee's hand, used it to climb the rope, and then did a shooting star press off the top turnbuckle, taking out the whole field. Slides Vin under the rope. Now Ash is climbing the corner. Shooting star press. Oh, he hit the legs of Vin. High cover. Gets the 3 count. Gavin Ash gets the win. And he's got glass in his hand from the broken mirror. All right, Gavin. I have no idea who this dude is, but he came out of nowhere and pulled the victory. Out of the 6 people, if you would have told me to pick, I damn sure wouldn't have picked Gavin Ash. Now they're taking a look at last week between Vipress and Slade, which happened in Hartford. Highlights. Oof. Vipress threw the damn light bulb right to his face. Oof. And then she just kept swinging. There's her belly to back suplex. And then he slammed her through the door. And then the cement blocks. I remember this spear. And when he speared her, she had a piece of cinder block tucked in her shirt. He got knocked out. She covered him and got the 3 count. That was from You Only Live Once just last week. Then here's the aftermath when Kristen Napier attacked her. All of Vandal 48 tied her up in the ropes, but she got rescued. Which is that mean that Vandal 48 recognizes that Vipers is a threat to both titles that they have. And then Bear Bronson, Gabby, and Murphy came out. They saved Vipers here. And that's how they went up the air. And they're showing earlier today with Vipers arriving. Christian Napier came from behind, hit her with a crowbar to the knee, and just kept now choking her with a crowbar. What the hell, Napier? You attacked her from behind, you coward? As she arrived to the arena? Oh, don't tell me I'm watching this and Vipers didn't even get to wrestle. Ah, that sucks. Vipers got taken out before the event started. And they're trying to say he's a mystery assailant. We know that was Christian Napier. Come on now. And she was taken to a local medical facility. They can't say hospital in GCW? They said they don't know if she can compete tonight. Napier is supposed to wrestle her tonight.
Our next contest is a singles bout for one fall, and it is for the Game Changer Wrestling World Championship.
The Game Changer World Wrestling. What? They're doing the Cogar match as the second match? Did he say tag titles, maybe? Nope. Holy shit. Emersyn Jayne is making her way out. The World Championship is the second match of the night. I think I do have a graphic for Cogar and Jayne. Yep. Atticus, Cogar, and Emersyn Jayne for the GCW World Title was the second match. That's shocking. How come the World Title is never the main event with GCW? And here comes Vando 48's world champion Atticus Cogar here. What's the theme here? Purple shirt. Not really a horror theme. Last time he came with Freddy Krueger and what was it? Jigsaw. Back of his vest says "lick or die." I can't really read it. Raising the title up high. Say what you want about Cogar or Vando 48, but dude's a fighting champion. He's always defending this title. Referee Max Recon. Of course, the challenger being introduced first. Glitter Tits, Emersyn Jayne. Crowd is literally chanting Glitter Tits.
Representing the family-born gang, Vandal 48. He is the current reigning, defending, game-changer wrestling world champion, Atticus Cogar.
Max holding up the championship. Asking if they're ready. Ring the bell. There we go. Nobody's made a move yet. They're just staring at each other.
I don't want to say not taking this serious because he is.
Atticus would have tried to do a collar and elbow takeover, but she ducked underneath it and rolled him over. And now rolls into a pin. One. He kicked out at one. She rolls him up from the side behind. One. She keeps trying to do surprise covers so that she can win this title quick. Now bouncing off the rope into a Hurricane Rana. I don't think Atticus took her serious, and now she's taking advantage of it. Jumping elbow in the corner, Irish whip. He reverses. She comes off the top rope with another Frankensteiner Hurricane Rana. Now she's jumping towards him in the ring. Oh, he reversed and hit him with a rising Insiguri in the corner. Runs to the rope. Ooh, she somersaulted over him. Jumps across on the other rope. Crossover. Atticus regrouping, rolls out of the ring. I don't think he took Emersyn serious, and now he's getting taken by surprise with everything she's doing. And then a tope suicida. No rest for Atticus. He goes flying into one of the fans. She's not giving him a break. Shot to the back down outside. Another clubbing blow. Bangs his head across the apron there. Ooh, sits him in one of the fans' chairs and just goes to work chopping. Now she's backing up, running at him. Oh, he got up and kicked the chair that was in between them right at her knees. Smart move by Atticus. Now he's going to the other side. Uh-oh, he's going to the factory, looking under the ring. Think he's got a door. Now Emersyn can't put weight on the leg, and now Atticus grabbed a chair and took out her leg again. Atticus is just going around looking for more weapons. Now he goes on her. Grabs Jayne, rolls her under the ropes. Ooh, she smacks him in the gut as he's trying to walk in. She's going for all gut punches now, and then an elbow to the face. Another elbow. Double elbow to the throat that time. But man, her leg is gone. She tries to run off the ropes. Atticus grabbed a waist lock, swung her into the ring, in between the ropes. Does an insecurity. She dangles in between, and then that famous moonsault that he does while somebody's in between the ropes and gets a 2 count. Uh-oh, he reaches in his pocket. Skewer time. About to turn her into a hedgehog. Porcupine. What is he doing? He just launched the skewers into the bottom turnbuckle. And now he's dragging her by the leg. Brings her over. Oh my God. Then he just dropped back and made her go face first into the skewers. Cover 1, 2. Now more and more skewers. Literally poked her in the back. She really does look like a porcupine now. And then he slaps a chair on her back right onto the skewers, rolls her over, covers, gets a 2.5. And now he's got her in the camel clutch, and he's pulling her nose. And now he's got the fish hooks in. And now she picks him up on the shoulder and did like a sort of an Olympic slam without the arm hooked around her neck. And Atticus has blood under his armpit. That might be Jayne's. No, it's not. Ellison isn't bleeding. I don't know how Atticus got cut. Waistlock, German suplex with the release by Emersyn. Now fully charging to him in the ropes. A boot. Front dropkick off the top turnbuckle. Oh, she's bleeding out her legs. I see it now. 1, 2, cover. Kick out by Atticus. Emersyn picks up Atticus. Try to do a high binding drop. He reversed it. She's on her knees. Super kick right to the jaw. Picks her up. Going for the brain hemorrhage. She kicks out. Slides out the back. Then a German suplex. Running. Ooh, running knee. Takes Atticus out. Cover. 1, 2. We might have a new chip. 2.5. Kick out by Atticus. Now she drags him to the corner, stomps on his stomach. He's going to. Sabu style throws the chair to her, and it lands in a seated position. You couldn't do that if you tried the way the chair landed. And now he's standing on the chair, uses the chair as leverage to get to the top rope, turning around. I think he's going to try to do a brain hemorrhage from the top turnbuckle. No, he's picking her up on his shoulder. Because God knows I don't need it. There's that QR code. They can keep my soul because God knows I don't need it anymore. Everybody asking what happened to the feed. Atticus was very distracted. Meanwhile, she slipped off the top turnbuckle. Now they're both on the apron. Headbutt by Atticus. Now they're fighting in the corner. They're trying to use the chair. Damn, Atticus slapped the hell out of her. She charges, jumps off the rope, does a tornado DDT. Oh, straight to the floor. I think she was aiming for the door bridge that was set up, but they hit, and that's just, there's no mat out there. That's just hardwood floor. There was a bridge door set up earlier by Atticus, and we know the old saying in wrestling, he who sets it up goes through it. Now she jumps off the chair with a Meteora and puts him through the door, but it didn't break. Now she stands up. Looks like she's trying to go for a moonsault. Got it! Cover 1, 2. Atticus able to get his left shoulder up. Take a look at that swinging DDT. Yeah. About a foot off of the door. Now puts her on her back. She slides down, reverses, kick to the gut. She goes in between his legs like she wants him to do a power bomb. And he reversed it into a power bomb right on her neck. Now picks her up. Oh, drops her on the chair. Roll her over. 1, 2, kick out. Holy shit. Emersyn showing how tough she really is. Knee by Atticus through the chair cover. Emersyn kicking out again. And you can see the frustration building on Atticus's face. He said, I hate to do this, he mouthed. Take a look at a replay of this crazy power bomb. There goes the camel clutch again. Center of the ring, full camel clutch. Now she wraps around her arms around his knees, tries to pick him up, but he pulls out another set of skewers and just hits her right in the head. Skewer and porcupine time. And there's the camel clutch again. And he is rigging the skewers around her head right now. Pulled them out. And now is putting it on the other side. And just stabbing her. And she tapped out. She tapped out. And he's still just stabbing her and stabbing her in the head. But she tapped to stop the stabbing. He stabbed her in the hand, the head, everywhere. Atticus Cogar retains the GCW Heavyweight Championship. Emersyn just super bloody right now. Crowd telling her good job as she walks by, but she definitely needs medical attention. Both sides of her head are just gushing. Now we're going back to GCW 1 on June 27th in Los Angeles. This is the match with KJ Orso where they win and seriously challenged Bustah in the Brain. So hopefully this tag team title match is what's next. This is character assassination that KJ hit. Covered. 1, 2, 3. Sick and tired of half dedicated tag team. Sick of TV stars. Who keeps going to my show when I run this bitch? Alec, Bustah. Please tell me that's next. Nope. Singles mount. This is Joey Janela. What we getting here? Oh, my boy Leedz Lewis, the most Latino looking Frenchman ever. I think Leedz Lewis is supposed to fight Chris Carter, I believe. And it is Leedz Lewis versus Chris Carter. Coming out to some AC/DC. Nice Cruella de Vil type fur coat. Half black, half white. This should be a high flying bout here. They announced him as from the Promised Land. Head scissors takeover or headlock takeover into a head scissors by Carter. Both bent back to their feet. Carter sweeps Lewis, who swept Carter now. Ducks from underneath, rolls him over. 1, 2. Oh yeah, hard to keep up. Sunset flip. 1, 2. Carter reverses it into another roll up. 1, 2. Kick out and stalemate. Referee Scarlett's going to get a workout on already about 6 or 7 pinfall attempts. Bounces it off the rope now. Carter chases. Standing Hurricane Rana to lead. Lead cans up. Chris ducks the clothesline. Super kick to his body. Then a insecurity to the head. Carter up and over. Insecurity. Dives in between the rope. Tornado DDT. Cover two. Carter jumping kick to the back. Hurricane Rana off the top rope by Leedz. Leads to the stomach reverse kick. A cross-legged Michinoku driver. Covers. 1, 2. Kick out. Crowd chanting for Leed here. Leed is slowly becoming one of my favorites in GCW. Every time, this is his 4th match in the state for this company, and every time he just impresses me more and more. Carter back and forth, Lee Lewis with these right hands. Now switching to the forearms. Carter seems to be getting the best. Bounces off the rope, drop kick by Leedz. Both on opposite corners, Lead revving up. Goes in, handspring. Goes for the elbow. Carter able to see it coming. Knees him right to the back. Sits on the top turnbuckle. Destroyer off the turnbuckle. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Goes from behind, flip over, misses a chop. Leeds Lewis off the top rope. Capoeira kick. Irish whip, reversal by Carter. Lewis. Forward bulldog. Lee Lewis trying to do that somersault. Spinning kick out of the corner. Hits it this time. Chris Carter falls to the ground. He's in the drop zone. Lewis turning around. Split-legged move. But Carter able to reverse it. Got his knees up. Rolling cutter. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Scarlett out of position a little. Carter bouncing off the rope. Into a cutter of his own by Lee Lewis. Bounces off the rope. Carter jumps out of the way, throws him out of the ring, and then a tope suicida into the crowd. Carter rolls Lewis, not giving him a break, back into the ring. Grabs her, springboard, cutter. Springboard cutter, but he can't take advantage. He's exhausted. I'm exhausted calling this. One, two, kick out. Chris Carter cut. Now it's Leeds Lewis that's in the drop zone. Chris Carter going to the top rope. High risk, high reward. What's he going to go for? 450. Lands on his feet. Lewis rolls out of the way. Comes out with a pump kick. Then a spinning heel kick by Carter. Rising knee by Leeds. Bounces off the rope with Chris followed him with a European uppercut. Bounces off the other side. Leeds follows him with a pump kick. Then he tried to run and do that Pele kick that he does, but Carter didn't follow him. Now a short-legged clothesline. Starship Pain by Leeds Lewis out of the corner. Actually gets the 3 this time. Leeds Lewis. About his 4th match in GCW. Gets a victory. Scarlett raising his hand. What a hell of a match. Back and forth. There's that split-legged version of his Starship Pain. And hang on, folks. I got a call. You guys know I work at the same time. Gonna mute. I apologize. Send it to commercial. Everything we have coming up at the Simple Reliable Studio.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Sorry about that, folks. What we here at Simply Reliable Studios do and cover all the wrestling and more UFC, professional sports with Stat Boy. Now they're moving right along. Thank God for this pace. It was supposed to be a singles match with Bear Bronson versus Brick Savage, but looks like it's a tag match with him and his wife. Gabby Forza with Bear Bronson. Oh, no, wrong show I'm thinking of. There it is. Gonna have the Cowboy way. One called Manders and Thomas Shire. Cowboy. Want it dead or alive. Here comes the Cowboys. Big boy Shire and the one called Manders. Shire messing with the fans, taking their souvenirs. Tombstone Thomas Shire. One called Manders. And they are, I forget that they're the Red Pro Tag Team Champions. Referee checking all the competitors. Hidden weapons. I don't know why. It's GCW. What does it matter whether they got hidden weapons or not? There's no rules in GCW. Call for the bell, ref. Gabby. I think he's waiting for Gabby to take off the gnome hat. Oh, she's got red flags. Oh, no. Those are pop-up gnome hats. Gets one of her husband, Bear. And it's going to give one to one called Manders. Ooh. One more Manders taking off the cowboy hat. You talking about a hat trick here. The match with many hats, huh? One call Manders, is he going to do it? Is he going to actually do it? He did! He put the paper. Now he looks like David the Gnome. But he's embracing it. Now, is he going to take off his cowboy hat and give it to her? Oh, now they're wiping their butts and their nuts with the hats. Oh man, and I thought he was going to take off his cowboy hat and give it to them. Now Gabby just straight slapped Manders. Gabby is not afraid of anyone. Here we go. Bell rings, and we right away forearm exchanges and exchange with punches between Bear and Shire, and Gabby's got one called Manders. Bear getting the best of Tombstone here. Power high body slam. Body slam. Stoling slam. Bear grabs Manders, who was trying to come in. And now Gabby picks up her husband, Bear, and body slams him to Manders. Noah would love that. Noah loves when you use your partner as a weapon. I feel like Gabby hits that gym hard because she looks stronger every time she comes out. Manders is sitting on somebody's lap. On a fan's lap. And now split screen, Gabby chopping the hell out of Manders. Might as well say gator chopping because that fan has that stuffed animal gator that Shire was playing with earlier. Manders sits on another fan's lap. Gabby with another choppy chop. Bear grabbing a bear from a fan, drinking it, telling the Shire to hit him. Shire punches him, and he just keeps drinking beer. Shire with a chop to Bear. Meanwhile, Forza's just throwing one called Manders like he doesn't weigh anything through chairs. Took his hat and is wearing his cowboy hat. Gabby's nuts. I love Gabby. Puts the cowboy hat back on Mander and then forearms him right in the jaw. Knocks the hat off. Bear's grabbing the gator that fan has. Is he on a gator roll? And now Bear is running and hits with the gator right to Shire's gut and knocks him into a fan. You gotta love GCW. And now having the gator bite Shire in the face. Bear chopping him. Manders comes in. Now chop exchanges with Bear and Manders. Gabby's laid out. Man, you gotta have fun sometimes. And now it's Gabby teeing off on Shire. Getting the best of him, too. Chopping him. Oh, he answered back. One chop took Gabby right out of it. Picks up the Nomi hat. Puts it on her head while he's got her in the bulldog. Dragging her around the outside. Back to the split screen. Bear Bronson with the forearm. Now he's got the gator. Throws it on the floor. And then throws Gabby onto it. Now he's body slamming the gator. He's beating the hell out of a stuffed gator. And then Bear Bronson was on the apron and just ran and shoulder tackled Shire. And he's pissed off that he killed the gator. Is there a vet anywhere in the audience? Can revive this gator? Bear Bronson puts on the Cowboys hat, and Shire and one called Manders is pretty pissed that he took their hat. Crowd chanting Cowboy shit. The four competitors are on opposite sides of the ring. And now they're just going circling, charging at each other. High knee by Shire and clothesline by Gabby. Gabby took advantage of one called Manders, but Shire took advantage of Bear. And now Gabby and Shire are pointing at each other on opposite aprons. Uh-oh. Shire gets in the ring. Gabby gets in the ring. Gabby goes with a shoulder tackle on Shire, but he doesn't move. And she's got 3 or 4 shoulder tackles. Bounces off the rope, jumping at her. No effect. He Irish whips her into the corner. Tries to go for a European uppercut. She moves, and now she's just clothesline after clothesline after clothesline after clothesline while Shire's in the corner. Now she's charging. Cartwheel into another running charging clothesline. Pick Shire up. Death Valley driver position. Can he get her? Can she get him? One call. Manders stops it. He got her about 6 inches off the ground, though. Or I should say she got him. Now Shire stomping on Gabby's spine. Uh-oh. Double team. Irish whip. The Cowboys Irish whipping Gabby. Double clothesline. One call Manders telling Gabby, don't get up. But of course, she defiant, gets up, punches him right in the jaw, and Shire goes to the corner. No one tagged at all in this match the whole time, and Shire goes to his corner and grabs his tag rope. Now we're going to turn this into a traditional tag now. 10 minutes after the match started, and now Manders tags Shire in. Bear Bronson is in his corner. One call Manders charges at Bear, knocks him off the apron. Double team, chop to the chest. They're going to do Irish whip, both Irish whipping Gabby. She reverses and knocks them into each other, Looney Tunes style. One call Manders recovers, body slams her. And now he jumps off the bottom rope into an elbow, but Gabby moved out of the way. Shire pulling her away from Bear to tag. She kicks him off. Tag to Bear Bronson, who comes in charging. Shoulder tackle. Now Fist of Fury to Shire. Bear pushes Shire. Bossman Slam! Now he picks up the cowboy hat. Fuck you to Manders. Goozles him. Double choke slam bomb. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Manders. Hey, Bay. Bear picks up Manders in the Death Valley driver position. Hits him with the Death Valley driver. Gabby comes in. He sat up, and then she hit him with a clothesline off the top rope. Bronson off the rope. Seated senton, earthquake style. Cover. 1, 2. Gabby even helped with the cover. Got on top, but Manders kicked out. Sorry. One called Manders. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. Back to the hat by Bear. Jumps off the rope. Tried to go for a suicide dive, but Shire met him there with a European uppercut. Fitting because the British Rev Pro champions. Shire gets tagged in. Gets picked up. Death Valley driver? No, he's elbowing Bear. Slides down his back. Elbow to the back. A torture rack. Nope, there's the airplane spin into a blue thunder bomb. I think Shire's a little dizzy, but he covers Bear anyways. 1, 2. Gets a 2, but Bear did not kick out. Gabby body slammed one call Manders on top of both of them and forced the breakup. Crowd erupting in a GCW chant. All 4 competitors down on the ground. Uh-oh. Bear, Bronson, and Shire sat up like Undertaker and Caine. Manders to his knees. Gabby is on her knees. All 4 people just on their knees in front of each other. Now, forehead to forehead, and they all stand up. Gabby with the forearm to Shire, and Bear and one called Manders are teed off. They're paired off. Back and forth exchanges. Nobody getting the best of one another. All 4 competitors are hurt. Now they switch off. Now it's one called Manders and Gabby, and Shire and Bear. Grab your partner, do-si-do. Bear charges in on Shire. He responds. Nobody moves. Same thing with one called Manders and Gabby. Both dizzy. Gabby charges at Shire, gives him a big boot. One called Manders picks her up. Gets her off the turnbuckle, tries to do a power slam, but she slides off his back. Grabs him, bounces him off the turnbuckle. Power slam. No, he slides down on her back. And then a double clothesline. Both competitors with the same thing on their mind. And Bear and Shire double clotheslines as well. And we're back to square one with all 4 competitors down. GC dub. GC dub. Not a single person moving. Gabby's starting to get it together. Crawling. Shire's crawling. I think Gabby's crawling to the ropes to try to use the ropes to help her get up. She goes to the outside. She's climbing the rope, it seems like. Bear tagged Gabby in. I don't even know why. There's really no tags. Bear Bronson goes to the outside. Second door of the night. 2 doors down. One more is going to be somebody's kryptonite. That's a thick door this time. I guess everything's bigger in Texas. Bear sets up the door in the corner. Didn't he tag Gabby? What's going on? Bear picking up Manders. Trying to get the crowd involved. Now he's picking up one called Manders. Gabby helping underneath. They're going to power slam him through the door. But Shire able to save Manders. Manders chopping Bear. Double spear. They both spear Bear Bronson through the door, but that just woke his ass up. He's bearing up. I guess you could say he's bearing the brunt of this punishment. Now they're just double hitting him with doors over the head. Just back and forth. Bear saying, fuck you. Discus boot by Shire, followed by a clothesline by one called Manders. And now forearms by Gabby. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Chopping Shire and then punching Manders. Back and forth. Back and forth, left and right, taking care of both opponents. Clothesline by one called Manders. Kick out. Gabby kicked out at 1, and she's hyping up, amping up. And now she spears Mander. Shire from behind picks her up. Nope, she picked him up into a Death Valley driver. Fall away slam. Actually, a Samoan drop. Gabby spears one called Manders. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Manders. And so, again, folks, multitasking. If you see me go on mute, taking a call, which I have to do right now. So I apologize for dead air. Sorry about that, folks, again. Manders actually got the victory with a charging clothesline to Gabby. Got her down finally. Won it dead or alive plays. Now they picking up the Nomi hats. Guess they're going to show respect. One call Manders got a mic from Emil. Won't it dead or alive? They cut the music off now. Said you suck too, bitch, to one of the crowd members. That guy threw the gator at him and he puts it on his shoulder. It ain't about me, it ain't about Tom. It's about Bear and fucking Gabby. We might have won, but it was this goddamn close. You're a tough bitch to Gabby. She's a tough bitch, right? Asking the crowd. Said that we got off on the wrong foot, my bad. Here's to ya. Gives Gabby the hat. I knew they were. This is what they should have did at the beginning. Puts the hat on Bear. And he said, I'll do this. He puts on the Nomi hat. Actually, Shire and him got the Nomi hats on. He throws the gator at Gabby. She puts it on his shoulder. He said, I'm only doing this because it's her, more about her than me. And puts the cowboy hat on Gabby. And now she's doing squats with the gator. None of us are leaving this ring until we're holding a cold beverage in our hand. Diet Coke for Shire. 3 beers and a Diet Coke. And now the chant, literally the crowd is chanting Diet Coke. They're taking drinks from the fans. This is freaking awesome. He's telling the fan, give me your drink.
When we choose, I need everybody in this room to point over there and say, fuck that guy.
When we cheer, everybody needs to point and say, fuck that guy. Somebody in the fan said something. And cheers. He got a bottle of water. I guess Shire don't drink. And the crowd is definitely chanting, fuck that guy. Nomi giving her hat to a fan there. That was hilarious. Now we're going to highlights. Anakin Murphy versus from Hartford versus Chris Napier here. Oh my God, that German suplex into the barbed wire door. Yeah, I hated that spot. And that's when Vandal 48 involved themselves in this match. Any kind of roll. Murphy with the Sister Abigail double arm DDT. Sorry, Napier, I meant to say. And he got the victory because Otis. Here we go back live. Singles bout. One fall. Scarlett, your referee once again. There's Napier coming out. He was supposed to take on Vipress. Think they found the replacement in Danny Orion. Fucking sucks because I was supposed to see Vipress, but Napier attacked her. And you know it was him. Attacked her with the knee to the crowbar, sent her to local medical facility earlier. So now they changed it to Danny Orion. Well, they're playing Danny's music, but nobody's coming out. He called Vipress a brat doll, so he didn't show up to fight. Because she ain't on some type shit, son. She don't know what this shit's about. Tell Scarlett to just count to 10. She don't show up to fight. We know she's at a local medical facility. They ring the bell. Where's Danny Orion? Napier is just chilling. Scarlett's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They ring the bell again. Napier gets his hand raised. The winner, quote unquote, of the match, Christian Napier. And Christian working his way out. The crowd's canning bullshit. Napier making his way back to the ring. Hey, if I hear bullshit one more fucking time. He said, you're making this easy for me. I don't want to be in this fucking state anyways. OHIO he's trying to do. But you're in Texas, buddy. Type shit. Now we got that shit out of the way. Your crowd is too easy to fuck with. Here's what we're gonna do. I just want to prove how much more superior I am. This is an open invite. Anybody from Dallas, Texas, get your ass out here so I can show you how much better I am. Somebody's music is playing.
You can find him on BalanceSingles.com, representing the great state of Texas.
So yeah, he's facing New Fever, Danny Orion. Danny flips into the ring, does a suicide dive, actually a front somersault to the outside, and hits and takes Napier out like a damn bowling ball. Throws Napier back into the ring. Rotated somersault from the outside into the ring, rolls off of him. Standing moonsault off the top rope as the turnbuckle breaks, or just the pad comes off. Moonsault, Napier holding his knee now. O'Brien picking up holding Napier's hand to run to the ropes. Bounces off the middle rope, bounces on the top rope, balances. Napier kicks the rope and then makes O'Brien fall into a backdrop. Cover him. Kick out at 2. Napier jumping off the rope. Covers. Orion, a couple of punches to the gut. Napier picks him up, scoop slam. Jumping at elbow drop. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Danny O'Brien. Napier with a neck crank now. Sorry, I had to turn that fan on high, man. Who's hot in here? Gut punch by Ryan, or Brian, I should say. And then a flapjack. Picks him up into a German suplex. Daniel Ryan seemed to be on fire right now. Irish whip. Reversal by Napier. Follows him, runs a Nino with midsection, flips him over, cover. 1, 2, kick out by O'Brien. Napier getting a little frustrated. You asked for this. You're the one that opened the challenge. I'm just pissed off I'm not seeing my girl Vipers fight. Napier throws Orion into the post. He's in between the ropes and the post now. He's going to do that single leg crab that he does while dangling on the rope. Hurting that knee right now. Napier saying, come on. Now jumping elbow off the top rope. Cover. Gets a 2 count. Thank you. Napier with a double arm power bomb, but Orion able to flip over, rolls him up. 1, 2, kick out by Napier. Somersault cutter, but Napier jumped out of the way. Orion jumps off the rope. Tornado DDT out of the corner. But Napier rolls out of the ring. He's on the apron now. Just dangling. Orion standing up, taking a second to breathe. Grabs Napier's hair, or lack of hair. He jumps over the rope, grabs Napier by the waist, picks him up. Is he going to do a German suplex from the outside of the ring into the inside? Yes! Nice. Stalling German suplex. Double underhook set down. Napier cover, kick out. Napier smacking Orion right now. Orion returns the favor. Forearm exchange in the center of the ring here. Wow, he laid on the ground and did a Pele kick from the, but answered by Napier. Now picks him up on the shoulders. Orion slips off the shoulders. Waist lock. Back elbow by Napier. Now a knee. Backslide. No, Napier reversed it. Double hook. They're just jockeying for position. Tornado kick by Napier. Missed. Somersault cutter. Nope. Into a code breaker. Into a backstabber, actually. 1, 2. Kick out by Orion. Chop by Napier as he sits Orion onto the turnbuckle. Gets Orion's legs out of the way, meeting him both on the turnbuckle. They're standing up. Napier, Frankensteiner. Orion held onto the ropes, made Napier fall. Now jumps off the ropes into a cover. 1, 2, picks him up. One arm powerbomb. Nope, Napier rigged his eyes. He rigged his eyes. And now Muay Thai knees by Orion. Oh, standing Pele kick by Orion on the turnbuckle. Jumps off the rope. Roll over cover, but he didn't hang on to Napier. Napier released. Cover now. 1, 2. Ooh, barely kicked out. Orion is tuning up the band. Goes for a tornado kick. Napier puts Scarlet in the way. Now standing switch. Rolls him into the corner. Moves that broken turnbuckle pad. Roll up cover. Orion gets pushed off the cover, and his head hit the exposed turnbuckle. There's the Sister Abigail draping DDT. Cover. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Napier able to get the victory. They're going back to last Sunday in Manchester here. showing Buster and the Brain, Manchester, New Hampshire, Melee in Manchester. You can go into the archives of Simply Reliable Studios, especially on Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel, and see me call that last week. There's that Styles Clash double team move. Buster and the Brains got that cover and defended their title last week. Then they had a little message to KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse. Saying, Ed, about enough of you. You get involved in our business. Dallas, Texas. We find out if you can swim. Because if you can't swim, you're bound to drown, as they say in our intro. Tell me this tag match is next. This is the whole reason I wanted to do this show. Nope. Single bout. Joey Janela. Boy's been on a pretty good losing streak lately.
Introducing first, fighting out as very hard to use
Bad boys. I honestly think it's been like months since Joey Janela actually got a victory. He's on a bit of a losing streak. Here comes Brick Savage. Dude looks a lot like Bronson Reed. Wonder if he's Samoan. The World Breaker Brick Savage against Joey Janela. Max Recon referee. Joey looks nervous. Joey hasn't won a match in so long. Bell rings. Joey looks like he ain't in no rush to tussle with this big man. Joey's got a look of fear on his face. Collar and elbow tie up. This is a big 347-pound man. Throws Joey across the ring. Now Joey's sticking his middle finger up, trying to anger Brick. Brick chases him. He ducks under again. Tries to crawl in between his legs, but he caught Joey. Pulled him out. Joey begging off. Goozled him in the throat. Joey elbow. Now opposite corners. Brick coming in, charging. Joey moved out of his way. Joey definitely needs to use his speed here. Brick off the ropes. Joey leapfrogs. Got clipped. Brick with a drop kick. Big man. Brick gorilla press slam. Just throws Joey. I feel bad for Joey here. Just jumps on Joey's back here. Joey's in between Brick's body, and Brick just keeps jumping on his back. He jumped, and Joey turned around, got his knees right in the little Bricks. Now Joey on the offense, chopping, punching Brick here. Tries to pull Brick Savage to Irish whip him. He stops him, pulls him back, charges shoulder first. Joey flips over him and into the corner, or into the post there. Joey with a leg sweep, chop, trying to chop the big man down. But Savage is not moving. Tries a snapmare takeover, and Brick just stops it. Joey begging off. Thumb to the eye. Joey saying, "You can't see me." Joey tried to do a Muay Thai plum and then gets scoop slammed. Savage got Joey between his legs, does that stomp, that sit down on his back again, and now into a Cobra clutch. Joey runs into the ring, jumps off, rolls Brick Savage, who has to release the move to kick out. Brick ran into a pump kick by Joey. Joey off the top rope puts a sleeper on Brick, but the man barely has a neck. Now he's trying to choke Brick Savage while he's riding his back. Sleeper hold, Brick backing into the turnbuckle, forces Joey to release it. And then backs into Joey's body. Does it again. Joey chop, chop, chop. Brick just takes it and then double chops Joey right back into the corner. He runs off the apron, misses Joey. Joey's in the apron, shoulder block, flips over Brick's body. Goes off the rope. And Brick Bronson with a double elbow. Followed by a single elbow. Joey popped up, pop up, and just lets him go to the ring. Super kick. Nice thrust kick by Brick. Covers 1, 2. Kick out by Joey. Crowd craning for Brick. Brick getting up. Bounces off the rope. Went for a splash. Joey able to get out of the way. Joey running off the corner. Goes for a diving elbow. Savage rolls out of the way. Now just splashes Joey. Squashed him like a bug. Joey's hurt in the middle of the ring here. Janela holding his rib cages. Or his rib cage, I should say. Grabs Joey Janela's ankle. And then grabs his throat. Picks him up. Janela trying to fight whatever Brick is going for. Gets back to his feet. Picks up Brick on his shoulder. And collapses under the weight. Brick able to shift his weight and just crash on Joey Janela's shoulders. Now just going exchanging. Bear just Brick, I should say, able to just take Joey Janela off his feet, throws him half across the ring. Bends down and tells him get up. They're taking a look at that replay. And that elbow, they threw him half across the ring. And now he just lays Joey Janela down, stepped across him. Bear went for a moonsault off the top turnbuckle, and Joey finally able to move. Maybe this is the opening Joey needed. Joey waiting for Brick to get up. He's down on the ground corner. Discus smacked to the face. Super kick. Cutter. Takes big man off his feet. Goes for a heavy knee. 1, 2. Kick out by Brick. Jumps off the top rope, rolls, jumps into Brick, but Brick catches Janela, throws him into the corner, splashes him in the corner. He sits down, Brick coming over with a boot. Boot across Joey Janela's face. Joey just collapses in front of Brick. Brick doesn't know what to do here. Take advantage here. Brick is going on to the top rope. Joey gets up, European uppercut, makes him sit down on the corner there. Right hands, and then followed by chops. I don't know what Joey's about to do. He's going to try to superplex a 347-pound man. Can he do it? Joey suplexes the man, and I swear I saw the ring shift. Joey able to superplex Brick Savage off that left corner. Now crawling, trying to cover Brick. Cover 1, 2, and kick out with ease by Brick Savage. Now Brick charging. Joey pulls down on the ropes, tells the crowd, get the hell out of the way. He's going to dive. Brick's in front of all the seats in the front there. Joey coming off, charges, suicide dive into a bear hug, who picks him up, power bomb on the apron, and of course, hardest part of the ring. Brick, as if the man isn't a weapon all in of himself. He's looking for something under the ring, and it's a chair. Slides a couple of combat chairs, as they call them in GCW. Joey grabs one, just Sabu Hadoukens it to Brick's face, piles the two chairs on top of each other. Couple of elbows. I think he's going to go for a tornado DDT onto the chairs. Got it. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Brick Savage. Now Joey climbing. Double stomps the chair into Brick's gut. Cover 1, 2. Brick able to get out again. Looks like Joey's trying to pick the big man on his shoulders, but he reverses it. Death Valley Driver threw a chair that was sitting there. And Bronson's bleeding, pouring blood out of his forearm that's all over Joey Janela. And now a choke by big man. And Joey has to tap. Joey forced the tap. Brick Savage wins by submission. And he's pouring blood out of his forehead from the chair shots Joey gave him. That Death Valley Driver, as we go to replay through the chair, and then a single, like, Cobra clutch sleeper forces Joey to tap. At what point do you just give up? Joey Janela's on this crazy losing streak. And Joey's got Marco Stunt Saturday, August 15th in Atlantic City. As we go to a promo package here for the tag team titles. Nice video package showing the rivalry of these two. Nice video package, actually. I can't wait. This is my main event. I don't know if it's the actual main event, but can't wait. If you can't swim, you're bound to drown. Here we go. Bustah in the Brain versus KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse. And here comes the tag team champions, Bustah and the Brain. Alex Price, Mr. I Can't Stay Still. I believe Bustah and the Brain are the second longest tag team in terms of the reign, the second longest reign in GCW history. I'm hoping for new tag team champs here. One's a genius, the other's insane. They're Bustah. They're Bustah and the Brain, 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 Brain. Yeah, Sam, my boy, Sam Stackhouse. And KJ also. Stackhouse brought his wife. Making them forgive each other after, what happened with that match that they had. The I Quit match. And KJ hugged her. KJ knocked the hat off a fan. Stackhouse moving around. Big man should not be able to move the way he moves. Of course, he introduces himself. The heavyweight horror, Sam Stackhouse. Sorry about that. Bell rings. Let's go. It looks like KJ's going to start for his team. And Jordan Oliver's going to start for him. So the Brain and Orso start. There's the bell. Sam Stackhouse covering KJ's ears. Irish whip by KJ. They were just wrestling for position. That's why I didn't call anything. Backslide by Jordan Oliver. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Sorry about that, folks. KJ Irish whipping Jordan. Jordan puts his leg up. Punches Sam Stackhouse while he was at it. KJ, waist lock, trying to keep Jordan from tagging Alec. Back elbows by Jordan, but he's backing KJ into his own corner. I mean, they call him the brain, but that's not very smart. But I mean, he's just fighting on instinct. He doesn't realize what corner that is. KJ went for a leapfrog off the rope, and Jordan just speared him out of the air. Now he tags in Alec. Double team Irish whip, double back elbow, high five. That double team leg splash into a. I just got reminded in my own head that I'm watching this on demand. I can always pause when I'm getting a call. So I don't know why I didn't think of that. And missed the match. But now KJ Orso is in the ring. Alec picks him up, suplex position. Jordan kicked KJ as they do a brainbuster kick combo. Cover 1, 2. KJ has been in this match all alone this whole time because Bustah and the Brain are intelligently every time try to attack Sam Stackhouse while he's on the apron so that KJ has nobody to tag, isolating the smaller man of the two. Jordan Oliver tagging himself in. Pound the back of KJ Orso. Mule kick to Stackhouse, who's on the apron. Now KJ, couple of hits to the stomach, looking to tag in the corner, but Sam isn't there. He turns around, goes to Irish whip Jordan, but Alec line tag, both men against the rope, a knee into a drop kick as KJ was sitting up, and then Alex dives to Sam Stackhouse on the outside. Jordan and Oliver, Bustah and the Brain, just there's a reason they're called the Brain, because they're just intelligently keeping Stackhouse out of it. Now Doomsday Device, nope, KJ slides off of Jordan Oliver's shoulder, throws him out of the ring. Stackhouse throws Alec off the turnbuckle into a flying knee by KJ. KJ with a snap suplex. And Stackhouse with a cutter. KJ Orso with an inverted suplex. Then he dives out of the ring with a twisted moonsault, or a twisted splash, I should say, onto Alec. Now KJ climbing the apron, climbing to the top rope. Spinal tap, cover 1, 2, kick out by Alec. Now tag Stackhouse out, or in. You know you got to be hurt right now. Stackhouse is running and just pushes Jordan Oliver into the crowd. Wow. Now it's KJ. Hurricanrana into a shoulder buster. Double team move. Stackhouse covering Alec, but you're not the legal man. The ref's still counting too. Oliver out of nowhere breaks it up. There was never a tag. But it's GCW. Who cares about the rules, right? Oliver hitting Stackhouse in the back. Stackhouse throws Oliver out of the ring. Stackhouse throws KJ into Alec's elbow, though. Stackhouse chases, gets a drop toe hold, hits the middle turnbuckle. KJ runs into a boot. Alec now with right hands backing KJ into a corner and just going crazy with these right hands. Irish whip reversed by KJ. Up and over by Alec. Into the rope, ducks under. KJ throws him. Clothesline by Alec that just knocked KJ off his ass. Alec, bouncing off the rope at like 15 miles an hour there. Now he's in the opposite corner, calling for a charge as Oliver comes from behind with an enziguri at the same time. KJ's out of it. Stackhouse just getting to his feet. KJ grabbing a hold of Alex's leg, and Stackhouse just comes in with a clubbing blow from behind. KJ picking up Alex, going for a double suplex, but he flips out of it, backs into the ring, ducks under KJ, jumps off of Stackhouse, drop kicks Stackhouse, and turns and splashes KJ. What a move by Price. He used Stackhouse's body as a launching pad. Way to go, Alec. What a freaking move. Jordan Oliver with a drive-by. Alec with a tornado splash to Stackhouse. Jordan Oliver, double knees to KJ. Turns him around. Doomsday device position. Alec comes off the ring with that double stomp. Double team move. Alec covers KJ. 1, 2. KJ able to get the shoulder up. Not too many people kick up after that double team. Stackhouse getting to the apron, but Jordan super kicks him off. Here we go. They're going for that Styles Clash double team move. But Stackhouse is distracting the referee. Double low blows by KJ. Stackhouse finally comes into the ring. Goes to the corner as KJ has Alec's hair. A spinning heel kick by that big man as KJ takes out a leg sweep. And then a coast-to-coast to Jordan, who was just sitting on the apron. And now a cannonball by Stackhouse. That's a big speed. That's a spicy meatball with that cannonball. KJ, oh, monkey flips Alex into the boss man slam. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Alec. Barely got the shoulder up. Damn it! I thought they had it. You can't get closer to the 3 without getting an actual 3 there. Holy crap. Crowd chanting KJ sucks. Now, Oliver saving Alec off the shoulders of Stackhouse. Came in with a beautiful right hand, but KJ was on the rope, came down with a double axe handle. Classic move. Now they both have Jordan Oliver in the corner. Sits him up on the top turnbuckle. KJ's giving some instructions to Stackhouse. Runs at Stackhouse. Stackhouse gets thrown, or Stackhouse throws KJ. I think he was going to try to do like a Hurricanrana combo. But now Jordan grabbed KJ. Inverted brainbuster into a frog splash from Alec on the other side. 1, 2, and Stackhouse pulls the ref out of the ring. Woo, that was close. Stackhouse just headbutted the referee. Come on, Stackhouse. And Jordan crawls out, goes on the apron, super kick Stackhouse. Alex from the inside the ring, bouncing off the rope. Tope suicida, but got caught by Stackhouse. And now Jordan coming off the rope, does his own, but Stackhouse hits Jordan with Alec. And then it's just slamming, literally slamming Alec over and over again onto the hardest part of the ring. And now KJ bringing a weapon, steel chair in. Knock Jordan's ass down with the chair. Now he puts Jordan's neck in the top pack of the chair and then threw him into the corner. So he got choked by the chair. The chair just stood in the turnbuckle. Stackhouse moves the chair. KJ setting something up. Character assassination! Covers! Come on! No ref! Because Stackhouse knocked the ref out! Stackhouse realizes it's a mistake. KJ said, what the hell are you doing? Get the ref! Holy shit, Stackhouse and KJ had it right here. Uh-oh, Stackhouse climbing the rope. KJ dragging Oliver. Stackhouse, the lights just went out. What the hell? Why did the lights go out? Lights came back on. That's Hook! Hook is in the ring! With a chair! Hook Sabu throws Hadouken the chair to Stackhouse that lays him out. He picks up and Taz suplex KJ Orso. Again, sorry about that, folks. Let me unpause it. This Hook popped up, waiting for Crazy A Orso to turn around. Puts him in the task mission, putting him to sleep. Here comes Bustah in the brain, focusing on Stackhouse. They're going to flip Stackhouse off the top rope onto his own partner as Hook set that up. And they made Stackhouse splash his own partner. Hook getting the referee in as Alec covers 1, 2, 3. Bullshit! Hook, mind your damn business! Jeez, busting the brain retained. Thanks to Hook not minding his damn business. Ah, damn it, son of a bitch. Hook should have minded his business. I wanted Stackhouse. Hook standing in the middle of Buster and the Brain as they hold the tag titles. Stackhouse is pissed. I'm pissed. That should never have happened. What the hell, dude? Stackhouse carrying KJ out. This is some bullshit. Now they're showing that Nick Wayne is coming back. Now going over the schedule for GCW, obviously today would be Tulsa, Oklahoma, Property Event Center, July 19th. July 26th, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, JCW at the Mecca. July 31st, Omaha, Nebraska, the Admiral. Minneapolis, Minnesota, SummerSlam weekend, First Avenue Arena, August 6th, Osbury Park, New Jersey, House of Independence. The Showboat, August 15th and 16th, JCW at the Mecca again, September 6th. Denver, Colorado, September 11th. September 12th, Los Angeles, California at the Ukrainian Culture Center. September 25th, Detroit, Michigan, Harpo. September 26th, Cincinnati, Ohio, 20th Century Theater. October 3rd, Anchorage, Alaska at the Arctic Rec Center. November 7th, Indianapolis, Indiana, Fountain Square Theater. And that is the upcoming schedule for GCW. Hopefully they add some new states and somewhere near me. Well, I'm gonna run the trailer while they're doing this BS of going over what they're doing. So this is everything you can catch on Simply Reliable Studios coming up.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Or is it a one way? Okay, you're all set for tomorrow. Sorry about that, guys. Long supervisor call. Unpaused it. Whew. If you don't want a glass shower, move back. Emil's warning everybody. But if you are sick fuck, you're going to stay exactly where you are. Now you got the main event coming. He said, I just promised you glass showers. Ultraviolet Championship. And Nino. Who impressed the hell out of me in that crazy ass tournament where each event was a different kind of thing. Nino was very impressive. Of course, the challenger coming out first, Nino Extremo. Nino looking amped up. But Nino's got to know when you face Vandal 48, you don't face one person. You face everyone. You face Napier, you face Atticus, and you face Otis. Oh my God. He came out with a chair that is wrapped with some kind of like electric board and 100 or some kind of board that has thousands of thumbtacks on it. Or is that thumbtacks or barbed wire? I can't even tell. It looks like it's thumbtacks wrapped in barbed wire. They're screaming, "Oh, he's gonna kill you!" But I don't know if they're screaming this to Nino or screaming this to Otis. I'm assuming to Nino. They're screaming GCW. Scarlett getting the main event as a referee, and Otis is just pulling things out of his pocket, dude. One fall, fucking death match.
Changer Wrestling Ultraviolent Champion, Otis Cogar.
Here we go. Scarlett calls for the bell, finally. Nino on the outside. Gotta use his quickness against a powerful Otis. He threw Nino half across the ring. Collar and elbow tie up again. Otis just throws him to the floor and starts ground and pound. Nino rolls him off. Damn near throws him out of the ring. Excuse me. Nino goes and rolls into the other rope, and Otis went and chased him, but he pulled down the ropes. Now Otis is on the outside. And a swanton bomb from Nino from the inside to the outside of the ring. Nino gave his flag to an audience member, by the way. That's kind of cool. The Mexican flag that he carries to the ring. And Nino's back is tore up. That's probably from that match I'm talking about, from the scaffold and all that. Now he rolls out of the corner. He rolls Otis up, lets him up. Otis is on his knees, and he super kicks him out of the corner. Now he picks up the famous bat that is wrapped in barbed wire, or sorry, thumbtacks, taped thumbtacks, and he's smashing Otis in the head with it. Thumbtacks are flying everywhere. Nino pointing at the crowd with the bat, a la Sting. Otis came flying. Now Otis has that bed of razor blades on the back of no, actually the shoulder of Nino. Now it's on his head, and he slaps it, and Otis is already bleeding. And now with the bat again. Nino has about 20 thumbtacks stuck in his shoulder now. And here's Otis getting the old school barber knife out, the blade that he likes to use. And now he's actually using the blade to rip the thumbtacks out of Nino. And then he takes the blade to the forehead wound that Nino's bleeding from. And of course, rips it across his face. And now in his mouth and his lips. And he's getting the "you sick fuck" chants. Oh, there's the light tubes. Smashed it across his face. Crowd trying to get Nino back into it, but code breaker. And he ran right into that glass, jumped off. Oh, a boss man slam by Otis, but Nino literally folded over all the way over to Otis's back because of his weight. 1-2 kick out. Damn. Take a look at this. Oh my god, that replay. Damn, dude. He literally cracked his own back over Otis's. Now Otis grabbed the door and just broke it over Nino's head. Otis running from one corner. Nino slips out. Otis falls. He sweeps the leg with the martial arts sweep. Knocks Otis flat. He's trying to set Otis up on the piece of the door there. He turned him. Now Nino grabbing some light tubes. And he's smashing light tubes across Otis's gut. I thought he was going to go for some moonsault or some swanton kind of move. Then there he is. He spins and does a tornado over the rope. Cover, kicked out at 2. He just wanted to make sure Otis has no room to move. Nino with a swanton from the outside to the inside. Cover, kick out. Bunch of light tube shots by Nino. Now he grabs a chair. Hadouken right to Otis's face. Cover. Kick out by Otis. I mean, Nino didn't have any weight on his shoulder. Nino contemplating his next move, though. Standing shooting star press, cover. Kicked out at 1. Damn, Otis. Otis grabbing Nino and the Bulldog and throws him right into that thumbtack. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a chair that has like aluminum on it and a bunch of thumbtacks. Now Otis is waving in, I guess, the rest of Vandal 48, I assume. And yep, here comes Atticus and Christian Napier. And they have the light tubes in hand. Now it's 3-on-1. All of Vandal 48 against Nino. And Nino's not going to have any help unless Anakin Murphy's in backstage somewhere. And he's got beef with Vandal, but we know Vipress was taken to a local medical facility earlier. And now they spear Nino and start hitting him with the light tubes across the stomach. Otis calling for a... Wait a minute, that's Vipress's music. What the hell? Vipress is here. She's limping her way. Oh my gosh, she can't walk, dude. She's limping her way. Took her shirt off, well, her hoodie. The referees are trying to stop her. She can't even barely get down the stairs. Pushes Max Recon out of the way, rolls into the ring. Christian tackles. She ducks under, elbows Otis, elbows Atticus, makes Napier run into Otis, back suplexes Christian Napier. Man, her knee is giving out though. And now she does a cutter to Atticus. But she is grimacing. You can see how hurt she is. Poor girl. Her knee is just out. But now she grabs Otis. Otis has a chair in his hand. And now Atticus pulls her by the leg out to the outside and then throws her head first into the ring post. Nino tried to sneak attack from behind off the top rope and got swung like a baseball by that chair. Cover, 1-2, kick out. Now he power bombs Nino onto the glass. Cover, 1, 2, 3. It is over. Otis retains. But Vipress, despite being put in the hospital earlier, has made her way out. And now Vipress rolled into the ring, but now all three members of Vandal 48 are just stomping her. Come on, where's Anakin Murphy? Somebody. Bear Bronson was here earlier, along with Nomi, like they can come out. And now a triple power bomb to Christian Napier, and to Nino, and they throw him into the crowd. The crowd actually caught him. Nice of the crowd. And now Vipress is by herself, and Napier just pulled over some tape. Oh, they're taping her to the ropes. They're taping her to the ropes. There's Gabby Forza, but as she climbed into the rope, Atticus hit her with a brain hemorrhage. There's Bear Bronson. Napier goes after him, but he catches them with some elbows. He's got Atticus goozled, and then Napier from behind low blows him, and Otis hits him with a chair in the head. Vipress is all alone now. Napier tightening the tape. There is nobody because they took out Bear and they took out Gabby Forza. Vipress is all by herself. And they got the whole box of light tubes. Oh, shit. Oh, they just hit Vipress over the head with the light tube. With about 4 of them. Yeah, now Atticus does his with the stack that is taped together. Otis smashes his. And now Christian Napier just has about 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Atticus has 4 now. His turn. 1, 2. Oh, wait, he hit her in the knee. That's already injured. That's smart of Atticus, making sure he takes her out. But damn, that's my girl. Now Otis doing the same thing. She can't defend herself because she's taped. Oh my God, they're going through like 5 boxes. Every time one of them hits her, they got 5, and they're just throwing them at her. And there's a bunch of dust from that. Oh man, they're taking Vipers out with these light tubes. Somebody take her back to the hospital, man. Oh my God, now Napier is pointing the light tubes at her. She's bleeding all over the place out of every surface, smashes it across her head. Okay, enough is enough. There we go. They stopped finally, and they're all posing on the ropes with their titles. That is how we end GCW, Life of a Boss. Tune in as we're going to do Tulsa or Tessel and Tulsa coming up in about half hour. We'll be back. Nick should join me so I can get a little bit of a break. But thank you all for watching. This has been GCW Retro Watch Along of Life as a Boss. Life of a Boss, I should say. Thank you for tuning in to Simply Reliable Studios.